Dr. Krani, in your weight loss program, you're very passionate that patients use the visualization technique religiously to get the results that they want. Could you describe how that could help in the weight loss program?
Sure. Visualization techniques are very powerful technique to achieve any goals that you have. And that uses the power of imagination of the mind again. We talk about the mind and how we can use it differently. And this uses the power of imagination of your mind. So for that I have to give you some example. So for example, right now I'll tell you, please for next few seconds, don't think about a white color lion which is sitting in the back seat of your car in the parking lot. So please don't think about it, okay? Now that lion is looking for you. So he comes out of the car, crosses the parking lot, walks in the clinic, walks to the waiting room, and now he's in the corridor and is about to knock this door of our exam room. But don't think about it. So now tell me what happened. I told you not to think about the white lion. But you saw the white lion, in spite of my telling you not to see it. So do you realize what happened? You actually have never seen a white lion in your really entire life. Still you saw that. You have never thought of white lion. Still you saw it. And you saw it in spite of my telling you not to think of it, you saw it. So that's what mind does. Whenever we tell something not to do, mind has to still think of it what not to do. Correct? Now, if somebody is sitting here in this room with us who does not understand English, but does understand only French, do you think he would have seen the white lion when I told the same thing in English that don't think of white lion right now? Do you think it would have said? No. Why? Because he did not create the lion in his mind, because he did not interpret the word, interpret the language. So he would not see it because his mind is not creating the image of anything. But because you were the one creating it, you completely experienced white lion as if it was real. So the point here that we experience everything in life what we creating with our mind. It doesn't necessarily has to be happening there. And that's where the problem starts. That whatever you're thinking, each thought creates image. And now you can add feeling onto it as well, then that image becomes really true for you. And now body at this time, that whatever your mind is saying it is really happening at this moment. And your body secretes chemicals in response to that. So for example, you are sitting here, but if you start thinking of something that is going to happen after 4 days and that you worried about it, your mind is seeing those images. And that images actually body think is happening in this moment because body cannot identify the time difference. That is not happening now. So whatever images are seen by the mind, body thinks is happening right now and body will secrete chemicals. And that's a negative one in this case because you worried about it. So you will respond to that way. Now when you keep saying that I don't want to be fat, I can't lose weight, and you put a feeling into it. So what you're doing, you're creating, imagining yourself as a fat person and you're putting a frustrated feeling behind it as well. So now understand that just not the images, just not the thought, but the feeling behind it creates wall attraction of the what you're thinking to come into your life. So now you're saying, I don't want to be fat, I can't lose weight, you're frustrated, you keep telling your story to 1,000 people, telling to yourself 95% of the day, all day you're talking to little person in your mind, and this will keep happening because you are attracting the same thing like you attracted a white lion, and you'll become more fat. Now we can use the same process for our advantage, can't we? We can see differently and we can see the mind see things differently and the body will perceive differently and body will automatically change. It is a science there is a law of attraction, or we call quantum physics. That's the way it works. Everything in the universe, including our thoughts, feelings, every atoms, every molecules has a frequency, and whatever your frequency you're tuning in, you will receive the similar thing in your life in that moment. So you have to make sure that you are in the right frequency, positive frequency, and visualizing yourself thinner. So what we suggest you do, if your weight is right now 250 pounds, suppose for example, and you want to go to 200 pounds, so you want to lose 50 pounds, you have to buy a cloth or a dress or a pant, jeans or t-shirt or something that may cost you $10-15, but you have to have a guts to buy it. If your mind tells you, I don't want to spend $15 for that, forget about getting thinner, because your subconscious is blocking you already right now. You think you cannot. There is something already, so that's kind of a test as well for yours to check it out, whether your subconscious is going to allow you or not allow you. You buy the dress that will fit you only if you are 50 pounds down. Hang in the bedroom. Pull out all the old pictures that you have about of yourself that are thin, and visualize yourself with the 3 P's. 1. Choose a place of your choice. Nice, beautiful place. Choose a person or persons that you want to be with in that dress, in that place. And visualize that you are having party, you are happy, you are already enjoying that your thinness with these people, that they are complimenting you, you're enjoying already. So sometimes people come and they have a wedding to attend or party to attend, and we take that now visualize that already that you are there. And that's called nivellizing effect, because the person who had suggested that, his name was Nivelize. So that effect is helping here to get what we want. So while you visualize, but particularly you want to do at night time, because what happens at night time, your conscious mind about to fall asleep and the subconscious takes over. You want to feed this information to your subconscious, your desire. And normally that's what we do actually. Whatever is on our mind, urgent topics or significant topics, we think about at night time. When we get up in the morning, we think about that. So now this you make a priority. You think about visualizing yourself thin, you are happy, you are at the party, you are at the nice beautiful place with the people of your choice, and you will start becoming thinner faster. The reason again is discussed that mind is visualizing that, body thinks is happening already right now. You have to act that is already happened in your life, that it comes faster to you because of this mechanic problem, disconnect between the body and mind related to time. Body will think it's already happened, it will secrete chemicals to for that matter, and you become thinner faster. It's a very powerful thing. If people have problem visualizing, they should use some techniques, particularly listening to CDs, audios that can make them think. They can put pictures about themselves, or they can, if they don't have pictures of themselves, they can put the pictures of person who they want to look like. Very powerful technique. We don't really realize the value of these things. And I try to tell patients that whatever you have received in your life so far, you either consciously or subconsciously had thought of it. And that's why it's happening. You are sitting here because you had planned to come here and sit here. That's why you're sitting here. So it's always in like that. But we can use mind, this power positively. And then I tell that on top of that, that it's not only about the weight. You can use this technique for anything you want in your life. Relationship, good job, career, studies, sports. It will help you to enrich your life in any aspect that you want to do. But you have to believe that is going to happen. And this belief is the one, is very powerful thing, that you secrete so positive hormones with the belief and faith. And that will turn the things around for you.
And then what about some patients have poor visualization techniques? How do you address that?
Yes, in the practice we have found that some people have a very poor visualization technique. They don't want to imagine and there are multiple reasons behind it. There are some people that we know that have hard time, just don't want to think about it. They don't have belief. They're subconsciously thinking something else, and they thinking at that time that no, they don't think at all, but there is something going on in the mind. Mind cannot remain without activity as such. So even they think I don't think anything, there is subconscious thing happening. We see that as attention deficit or concentration lacking, but people want to believe that way. That's fine too. But in this case, what we suggest that they listen to the CD that we provide, or they can get anything from online that has related to the weight loss, and then they have to just listen to it at night time when they go to sleep and in the morning when they get up. They can fall asleep, but have to understand that subconscious mind is picking it up. There are visual subliminal messages that we're receiving all the time. Same way subconscious mind is active, it will picking up. So they don't have to actively listen to it. So sometimes patients say, oh, I don't like to listen to anything at night time when I go to sleep. Don't listen to it. Just do what you're doing. Just play